So today we have Wolverine taking on the violent vigilante Midnighter. Who wins? Let's find out. So, like always, who is stronger? Well, Logan has swung a tree like a baseball bat, held an elevator with one hand, easily broke out of metal restraints made from the toughest steel money could buy, sent a bunch of dudes flying back simultaneously after they all bull rushed him. He's ripped Deadpool in half with his claws, and he's even stopped a speeding truck dead in its tracks by just standing in front of it. But Midnighter has thrown a refrigerator through a wall, thrown a business card with enough force that it pierced a dude's skull, easily ripped out a dude's spine, and punt kicked another dude's head off. He's punched through a guy's skull and cracked the concrete wall behind him, held open a building-sized monster's mouth open, easily decapitated superhumans and wrecked cyborgs, and he even snapped a massive dragon's neck. I'd say they're really close, but I think Midnighter is actually stronger here, but only slightly. What about durability? Well, due to Logan's adamantium skeleton and incredible healing factor, he's one of the hardest guys in Marvel to put down. He's ignored barrages of bullets, even headshots and being shot in the eyes, as well as massive falls and explosions. He's withstood brutal beatings from Hulk. He recovered quickly after having his heart torn out. He's withstood hits from Thor and Namor, withstood one of the nukes dropped in World War II, and he was just fine after being injected with enough blowfish toxin to kill 20 men. His healing factor is so great that it actually negates the effects of nerve strikes before the strike can even take effect. But Midnighter has routinely tanked massive explosions, being punched hundreds of feet away, being punched through 6 cars, being hit by a missile, a punch from Apollo, who is kind of like Superman, a hit from a massive monster, and having several knives in his chest didn't even slow him down. He also has a great healing factor as well, as he quickly recovered from all of this, and it even kept him alive while he was on Mars. But Logan is definitely more durable and has a better healing factor than Midnighter. And now, speed. Well, when he's wanted to, Logan has easily dodged and deflected barrages of bullets and even dodged Cyclops' optic blast. But he usually just uses his speed to blitz his opponents, and he relies on his durability and healing factor to keep him going. He actually uses pain to hype himself up. He's routinely blitzed whole groups of armed men before they could react, blitzed Sabretooth, danced all around Thor, and he's kept pace and even outreacted Spider-Man more than once, despite Peter's spider sense. Spider-Man has actually complimented on Logan's speed on a few occasions. But Midnighter has blitzed cyborgs and super soldiers, dodged machine gun fire and energy blasts easily. He's redirected 2 energy orbs and even redirected a tank shell. Even someone who is capable of cutting bullets was described as Midnighter fast, meaning Midnighter could probably do the same thing. I'd say they're fairly even in speed. So Logan is more durable while Midnighter is slightly stronger. What about fighting skill? Well, both are extremely skilled fighters. Logan is technically more skilled, as he's one of Marvel's very best, and is a master of all known forms of armed and unarmed combat. I mean, he bested Iron Fist while sparring, and even if he was trying a little harder than Danny, it's still impressive. But we all know how Logan typically fights, relying on his physicality and claws to get the job done. But Midnighter is a violent vigilante who excels in close quarter combat. He easily slaughtered 30 super soldiers by himself. He's also an expert melee fighter and marksman. He also carries a bow staff that can break apart into 2 batons. He carries shurikens and several several knives. But what in the world is Midnighter going to do about Logan's claws? They can cut through almost anything. They've injured Thor, Namor, Hulk, and even Thanos. They've even pierced through Luke Cage's indestructible skin and the Thing's rock-like skin with ease. And then Logan can enter this berserker rage, a feral-like state that allows him to push past his physical limits. Midnighter doesn't have a counter to this, but what he does have is a battle computer for a brain. And this right here is his greatest weapon. You see, it allows him to see a million ways a fight can play out in a split second before the fight even begins. From there, he can simply choose the outcome he desires. This will also give him insight on Logan's healing factor and adamantium claws. But he still has to get past these things, and the battle computer isn't perfect and has limits. So, who wins? Well, either one could win, and either way it goes, it's going to be brutal and bloody. Like, and it's very close. But I think I like Midnighter's battle computer over Logan's adamantium claws and healing factor. Although it's not perfect, that battle computer is OP. And although none of the outcomes Midnighter sees will be easy for him to achieve, I think the battle computer is just what he needs to beat Wolverine after one bloody, brutal fight that would take hours to finish. I mean, it just gives him insight on what Logan has, like his healing factor and his claws, and he can just literally choose the outcome that he desires. Wolverine, it takes a good while. Wolverine, it's going to take a lot to put Wolverine down, but I like Midnighter's battle computer over Wolverine's healing factor and claws. Midnighter wins. Like and subscribe if you did enjoy. Leave a comment of what you think and hit the notification bell to be notified of all my future videos and all the great stuff. Catch you on the next one. Peace.